Hey everyone, it's Jeg Reyes for CNN Philippines 10, where we break down major stories from here and abroad into bite-sized facts in 10 minutes. First off, new COVID-19 mutations have reached our shores. The XBC variant and the XBB Omicron sub-variant. Authorities describe them as more transmissible. With more people out and about and with restrictions at the bare minimum, what could this mean to the country's COVID-19 situation? CNN Philippines correspondent Carlin Bongkin is here to tell us more.
A new variant and a new sub-variant of coronavirus are new players that could very well increase infections in the coming weeks. The XBC variant and the XBB Omicron sub-variant are in the country. Both are seen as highly transmissible than the original Omicron and even more than BA5, which caused a spike in cases a few months ago. XBB is a combination of two transmissible Omicron sub-variants, BA2.75 and BJ.1. XBC, on the other hand, is a variant, a combination of Delta and Omicron subvariant BA.2. Not only are they more transmissible, but both have high potential in evading our body's protection against the virus. Still, there's no evidence it could cause severe infection, at least to the vaccinated.
Base sa experience ng mga iba't ibang bansa na nakakaranas ngayon itong mga subvariants na ito, nakikita natin tumataas uli ang kaso sa Singapore, sa UK, sa US, like specific in New York. Looking at our trends also here in the country, nakita natin that most of these subvariants na nakikita natin sa areas ng Mindanao. Specific tayo sa BARM at saka sa Region 12, where most of our vaccination coverage are low, at saka nakikita rin natin na yung kanilang kaso ay medyo may uptick, no, from these recent weeks.
But the good part is that it seems to continue to be mild kung bakunado ka.
The Philippine Genome Center first detected XBC in August, while XBB was found in September.
Ayaw pa natin at makapagdeklara kung ito ay community transmission because wala pa tayong sapat na ebidensya. What we can say right now, because there are this number already of XBB and XBC, it's part of the locally transmitted variants already in the country.
Health officials are still looking at the nationality and travel history of those who caught the variant and the sub-variant. But for now, the current health officer in charge doesn't see a need to either limit border entry or suspend face-to-face classes. What's important, she says, is the healthcare system is more prepared now than in 2020, and more people are vaccinated as we try to live with the virus.
The virus is still here, so everyone, don't forget to mask up and follow safety protocols. And for drag fans out there, Precious Paula Nicole is the country's first ever drag superstar. She bested 12 others in the contest, which premiered in August and ran for 10 episodes. Precious tells CNN Philippines New Day that the recently concluded season allowed for Filipino drag queens to showcase what they got.
Nabigyan tayo ng chance para i-prove sa buong mundo na ang drag queens from the Philippines ay talaga namang best of the best.
The drag superstar says her supporters appreciate her other persona, which is Rodolfo.
Ang ginagawa ko, humingi ako ng ideas and inspirations kay Precious para kahit papaano, alam niyo po yun, out of drag, hindi na ako maging ganun ka-introvert kasi yin and yang po talaga si Precious at si Rodolfo. Kumbaga, imposible silang magsama sa isang lugar kasi hindi sila pareho talaga. Napakalayo ng persona nila.
But wait, there's more. Drag Race Philippines and its spin-off series, Untucked, will be back for another season. This was announced by World of Wonder, the American production company behind the Drag Race franchise. In news overseas, Chinese President Xi Jinping has presented his vision for the Asian power at the 20th National Congress of the Communist Party. This major political event happens every 5 years and defines China's policy directions. CNN Philippines correspondent Tristan Nodalo was among the journalists in Beijing, and he gives us the highlights.
The 20th National Congress of the Communist Party of China takes place in a crucial time not only for China but for the rest of the world. The party congress, with a membership of over 97 million people, one of the largest political parties in the world, opened its week-long session on Sunday, October 16th. Security was tight in the venue. Foreign and local journalists need to undergo a screening process and daily COVID-19 test. We are now outside of the Great Hall of the People for the opening ceremony of the 20th National Congress. We are expecting Chinese President Xi Jinping to deliver a lengthy speech presenting the milestones of his administration and, of course, China's roadmap for the next 5 years and beyond. Chinese President Xi Jinping entered the venue with key government leaders and started his speech with economic growth. Some analysts say China is facing economic challenges aggravated by the COVID-19 pandemic. Also, no clear indication from the Chinese president that the country will see changes in its dynamic zero COVID-19 approach. Beijing is still imposing restrictions to curb the virus.
Zero COVID policy in launching an all-out people's war to stop the spread of the virus. We have protected the people's health and safety.
The relentless battle against corruption also took center stage in President Xi's speech. He also warned the Chinese people that while they are working towards development and achieving the so-called Chinese dream, there are potential dangers ahead. Chinese President Xi Jinping has concluded his almost 2-hour speech here at the 20th National Congress. Some of the topics discussed by the Chinese president include COVID-19 pandemic, economic growth, China's defense and military capabilities, and Taiwan reunification. The Great Hall also erupted with a loud and long applause after mentioning the Taiwan issue.
Resolving the Taiwan question is a matter for the Chinese, a matter that must be resolved by the Chinese. We will continue to strive for peaceful reunification with the greatest sincerity and the utmost effort. But we will never promise to renounce the use of force, and we reserve the option of taking all measures necessary.
President Xi says Beijing will pursue a peaceful reunification with Taiwan, but he warns other countries from meddling in what he calls as China's domestic affair. He also vows to strengthen China's military in the coming years to defend its national territory and integrity.
Armies, we know you'll never be ready for this. But yes, members of the Korean supergroup BTS will fulfill their mandatory military service, their agency Big Hit Music announces. Jin, the eldest in the group, will enlist first after his solo debut at the end of this month. Other members will follow based on their own plans. In South Korea, men serve in the military for 18 months by the time they reach 28 years old, unless they get exempted for medical reasons. After much clamor, a law took effect that allows pop stars to delay the service until age 30. But don't be too sad. Big Hit says BTS will be back around 2025. And now for a 10-second trivia. Which among these Pinoy chicken dishes was ranked as the 5th best in the world by Taste Atlas? Chicken adobo, chicken inasal, chicken tinola, or sinampalukang manok? Inasal takes the 5th spot of Taste Atlas' top 50 chicken dishes in the world for October. It originated in Bacolod and has become the signature dish in the Visayas. Out of 5 stars, the popular grilled chicken dish received a whopping 4.6 rating from the international travel website's audience. Taste Atlas describes inasal as a unique dish of chicken cuts marinated in vinegar and spices. It is usually enjoyed with a side dip of soy sauce, calamansi, chicken oil, and of course, rice. And that's it for CNN Philippines 10. I'm Jeg Reyes, giving you news you can use, news you can trust in 10 minutes. Thanks for joining me today and see you again next time.